Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial for Transport Tycoon on FiveM. Today we are going to be doing the garbage collector job, and we are doing this as a sort of follow on from the beach cleanup. So if you don't want to do beach cleanup straight away, or you want to level up garbage by doing the actual garbage route rather than beach cleanup, this is the route that you would take. So we started off at the job centre as usual, and we need to go onto the orange circle and collect the garbage collector job. And once we have that, we need to go and buy ourselves a garbage truck. So we're going to head over to the car dealership just down the road from us, and we will see where to buy the actual Trash Master vehicle. There's actually someone else doing it at the moment, just over to the left of us. See if we can see him. Oh, there he is. Looks like he's made his garbage truck chrome. Right. So, now that we're at the dealership, we can get into the job vehicles section, and then we want the Trash Master. You can see down at the bottom, garbage trash. There it is. This is the vehicle we'll be using, and it costs $11,000, so it's not quite for brand new people. That's a bit too much, but it doesn't take much at all to get to that point. Now I can't buy one because I already have one, so I'm going to need to go to the garage and pick mine up. So that's what we'll do, and the garage is very close by as well. It's just up here. Oh, try not to damage my Turismo. Now the garbage job is actually another job like the EMS one, where the vouchers are how you get paid, and that will become a bit more apparent in a moment once we start the actual route. But it's just something to bear in mind that although it seems like you're not making any money, you actually are. It's just delayed. So the Trash Master is in the cars section, and I will get there eventually. Where is it? And Trash Master, there it is. So we will spawn that. There we are. My one is a sort of pale blue colour. So now that we have our Trash Master truck, we need to go and select the route, or get the route, from this location here. So we will head over there now. This truck is also extremely fragile, which is strange considering you have to go into some pretty tight and dodgy areas to collect the trash once you're on the route. So having such a fragile vehicle can be a bit of a pain, and it's something that you really need to take into consideration. So we go under this bridge. Should have plenty of clearance. Yeah, we're fine. Now the garbage route is at the recycling centre. If you do trucking, you'll be able to remember where it is probably quite easily. And we collect the route from the front, but we have to drop off the trash at the back of the building. So I will show a little bit of an easier way of getting back there afterwards. But now we're here, so we need to go to this blue circle and hit E, or LB on the controller. And now you can see an absolute load of blue arrows has appeared. Now these are all the places where you can pick up trash, and this is all one route that covers the entire map. So there's all in there, all over here, down at Zancudo, all up in the hills. Everywhere has trash, and this is why you get paid per voucher, because they don't really expect you to do an entire one route in one go. That would be completely unreasonable. Now there is a bonus if you do it all, which I have done before, and it was horrendous. It took about 3 hours, but we have done it before, and it gives you a bonus of 200 vouchers, which to be honest is not worth it, even slightly. It's much better to just do this area right next to the drop-off location and then cancel the job, start it again, and these will all reappear anyway, so you might as well just do it that way. But now we're going to get started, and for this tutorial I'm going to just do, as I say, this Lower Los Santos section. Now another thing you might have noticed that has come up is to the right of my damage bars there is a capacity there, 590 kilos. Now this scales with your level. So when you first start, your truck has a capacity of 100. I don't think it's kilos, because that would be an insane amount of weight, but it has a capacity of 100 somethings. When you then level up, it will go up to 110, 120, 130, and so on. Now I am level, let's have a look at my levels here. For garbage collections, I am level 50. And so I've got a 590 truck, because remember you start with 100 and you gain 10 every level. So I've already had the 100 and I don't gain anything for level 1, so even though I'm level 50 I've got 49 levels worth of upgrading. It's a bit odd and it doesn't always fully add up that way, but that's the general rule to it. So when you start, if you haven't done this before, you'll have 100 capacity. Now if these cars will get out the damn way, we can stop. Now notice how far away I was from that circle. That allows us to pick up multiple trash circles at once when we get to more clustered areas, which is very useful. But we've picked up that one bit there, and we got free capacity in the truck, and we gained garbage vouchers and garbage collector experience. See, like with these two, we can park about here, we'll get them both. Nice and easy. And then we have to turn around in this fiddly tight area so that we can get the next one, which is here. And you can see how much damage I've already taken from crashing through one fence. This truck is extremely fragile. And you don't want to hit walls or poles. Hitting other vehicles doesn't seem to do too much damage, but if you hit a wall or a pole at decent speed, it's going to insta-kill the truck. So we can pick up that trash, and then we'll head around. So there is sort of the most efficient way to do this. There are routes that you can plan out to sort of make sure that you get them all without having to keep going back and picking up the odd one or two. And while that is useful, that is too much planning ahead for this. So I am going to just head around picking up as much as I can, and I will either end the tutorial when we've collected all of these Lower Los Santos ones, or when my truck has filled up, whichever one comes first. Because to be honest, I'm sure none of you want to watch this as much as I want to do it, but we need to go over what to do afterwards, so I need to fill up the truck first, or as full as I can get it anyway. So from now on, this will probably commence into a time lapse, and if I crash, well then it will be hilarious and I'll put it in. So we're off to a great start already. Bloody hell. They put it in the most tight locations, it's ridiculous. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're going to have a slight change of plans because the server is about to restart and I'm losing the will to live doing this. This really is probably one of the dullest jobs to do. And you also actually level up. It seems that you level up faster from doing beach cleanup anyway. So I wouldn't really recommend this job, but I thought I'd give it its due process of a video. So we're going to just do this street, and then as we head back we'll quickly grab any that we see. But we are going to head back to where we picked up the route, over here. And the drop off point is in here, but it doesn't show up on the map unless you're full. But you can drop off at any time. So that's where we'll be heading. Once we've gotten these extra few bits. Now you can see how much I've done, yet I've still only got 167 in the truck. So when you level up, the capacity does become quite useful, because it can be very annoying to get into a brand new area full of dots and then realise your truck's almost full up and you've got to drive all the way back to the drop-off point. Oh, get him out of the way. No, we're not strong enough to push him along. We'll head this way. So, as I say, we'll just grab anything we see along the way while we're moving. Alright, the tram station's talking to me. I got a bit confused then. Right, let's just head all the way back. We're not going to veer off for those ones. Oh, he's going to veer off to die. You can see there's plenty more even around here, let alone all the other places on the map. And this can be a very, very time-consuming job. Right, we'll drop it. So, we go to where the route would usually be picked up from, but this time we can head straight past these trucks and just out the back. Easier than going around and doing a U-turn. And then once we head in here, you'll see my capacity. There we go, it's gone back to 0. That orange circle flashed for a second, that's the drop-off. So I've gone back to 0. You don't get any bonus for handing in, you just need to do it to clear out your truck for picking up more trash. Now, as this job actually pays you for handing in vouchers, I am going to quickly go and hand a couple in, just so you can see the pay and the experience that you get from it. So if we head back out, and obviously we're not going to drive this crappy truck all the way there, so we will grab ourselves a car at the nearest garage. If there is a garage nearby. Oh, there's a garage just over here. I think that's the strip club. That'll do. Oh, it appears I need to go and pick up my business bonuses as well after this video. They've all gone blue again. So that'll be a nice chunk of change. Here we are. Get rid of this, and we will grab a normal car so that it doesn't take forever. What one should we take? Oh, 10 minutes. We're running against the clock here. Cheetah Classic. That'll do. There we go. Right, let's head over to the voucher drop-in. Or the Grand Exchange, if you want to give it its proper name. Now you can see, even though we're not in the truck anymore, we still have the icons coming up and we still have capacity. So in order to get rid of them, you need to use the M menu and press stop job, and all of that will go away. And that stuff will even persist if you change jobs as well, so you definitely want to make sure that you stop the job. But in this mighty race car, we won't take long at all to get to the Grand Exchange. Here we are. So the Grand Exchange is located just inside this entranceway. Blocked up to stop people driving in, but you can get in anyway if you know how. So you can see all the vouchers here. I'm sure you're all familiar with this. And if we hand in one garbage voucher, we get 1.5 thousand per voucher. Then if we hand in 10, we get 15,000. It's not any more, you just times it by 10. And you'll see we get 2.325 trucking, 2.325 player, and 2.325 trucking garbage collection. So if we hand a couple in, you can see my money on the right going up steadily, as we get the vouchers handed in. Now I'm not going to stand here and hand them all in, because I imagine we actually got quite a lot even from that small amount of trucking that we actually did. Oh. So, garbage voucher. So we've already handed in probably about 100 there, and we have 199 still in our inventory. So just from that tiny little clip of trucking that we did, we got 200, almost 300 vouchers. So it's not a bad way to collect vouchers, but it's such a tedious job that you're probably not going to want to. Anyway, that has been the tutorial for garbage collection. Thank you all for watching. Please like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more tutorials on Transport Tycoon.